These teams are qualified to the major, but Team Spirit, it's really important for them to secure some extra points as well, because they are almost guaranteed a spot at TI.
Yeah, points are very good to have right now. You want to win those. You know, we got lots of simulations happening. You never know what other regions are going to do. The only people you can control are yourselves. So, win as many games as you can, and that's really all you can do. You know, you're not going to influence these other matches, but get the W's here. And yeah, they're loving this mid, huh?
Yeah, oh my lord, I really hope that's no one's sticker. Yeah, I really hope that's no one's sticker that he plays down. Mental warfare.
It is beautiful.
Look at him. Just to soak it in Ramsey's face over there, just demolished in that last game. But all things being said, I really like Spirit Star. You mentioned the fact about the Naga versus the Bounty Hunter, but this is a hero you really don't want to play into. I think this is one of the freest Timber games you could ever get. I think Collapse is going to be more than last year.
Yeah, all arrows are sort of pointing in their direction. As long as things go relatively stable in the laning stage and the phase directly after, where we start seeing like rotations towards towers, particularly by no one on the tiny, like and B2 and like TPing, and that's the real concern you have, right? Is that it doesn't really matter how much better your draft is if you just get outnumbered in every single engagement, and that is a possibility that could happen here between all the global mobility as well as the potential to chase here from Na'Vi. So you're looking for that big sustain. You want to stay on the map as much as possible as all of these heroes, because you have to slow down this Naga Siren and Timbersaw for Team Spirit, because they're just going to be farming like crazy. And also, Mapochka had the best support Doom performance I've ever seen yesterday. So he's feeling really good on this hero.
Do you feel like Na'Vi have some really strong lane setups to enable this kind of early game push that we're requiring out of them?
Yeah. You know, no, it's all on no one, honestly. It's one of those situations, right? Like, the Avalanche will have to be pretty heavily for a lot of these kills. Because Blink Dagger time is going to be extremely crucial, as well as the first TP from V2. You're right, though. The control makes it a bit tough for Na'Vi, no doubt. Wow, look at this. Oh my god, he's being run down. Oh, he's just dead.
Oh no. Collapse first blood. Easy like that. Oh, Mirror, give him a high five. There we go. Synergy between the duo, being able to start us off in our last game of the night. The top three tiebreakers, Collapse off to a flying start.
We've got the ice armor here from the handy old Mapochka, who's back stacking and getting the bounty rune right now, while his carry can solo lane versus these two. That seems like a bad sign for Na'Vi.
I feel like there's too many lanes where this ice armor just honestly just wins it by itself.
Yeah, it is incredibly strong. You are not wrong. I mean, they even went through the effort of blocking the camp, but he's gonna get in there, right? And in fact, they blocked two camps. They have the sentry on one of the other camps that is jungle there too. So, and he still manages to get it. Unfortunate odds for Na'Vi here.
On mid lane though, off to a pretty good start versus Zeus. And he should be able to find his farm. He's got a decent right-click advantage, especially with the tree. We have them going for Mr. Rockman. We'll see how he's able to secure some of the runes as well. Of course, it's going to be very important. Water runes to keep him afloat in the lane, but really the one we're looking for is that first power rune. Maybe if we get an active rune, it can help out some of the rotations. Better if you can take a rune away from Toronto Tokyo. Nicely done. Sweden strong. Steps into top. No one also brings Toronto Tokyo down exceptionally low, but maybe no one's gone a bit too far. Poker and Mira are going to look to enter the lane, but Sweden strong, forced to TP just to protect his position too.
Man, Mira, it was close to being a really good dispose and get at least 2 or 3 tower shots in there, but couldn't go again. That was still a 0 armor tiny, by the way, so that would have been pretty painful. But didn't have the mango pop first, and downside as well, Mira TP'd of course, but it was not a TP from the fountain, so he was not able to refill that bottle of Toronto Tokyo that is still sitting there empty. Because Mira's reward will be being chased by Solo's Dawnbreaker back to the lane.
When are you expecting Miro to consider leaving Collapse alone against the Toon.
He can definitely just rotate anytime he wants right now. He'll probably play down here for another like 30 seconds or so, and then start heading towards the, as you were talking before, the power runes, right? That should be the next point of concern for Mira. You want to get kills with your Timber when he's level 6, so that's unlikely to have before the power rune. The question is, can they even contest the power rune? Because there's the potential the Dawnbreaker moves over there, and there's a Tiny who's already level 6, pretty scary, a lot of damage, and Mira's making his way, but yeah, I hope he gets a good ward down first.
See, no one else from NAVI looking to move on over. No TP as well from Sweden Strong, so it's just going to be no one to try and secure this all-important power. And they are considering about chasing the Poshka top, but there's not much the Iron Bounty can do to pressure the Doom. And again, this is just completely free space given over to Yatoro.
Ooh, Mira's courier gets found. Now he's sandwiched in between.
Good old sandwich. Oh! Simon with the toss. Quick leap away. Look at this, Sweden Strong. It's going to connect as well. Toronto Tokyo's in a bit of trouble. Player coming out from NAVI, they bring the numbers. Higher set beam to help the Tiny be able to close the distance and make a big kill onto Toronto Tokyo.
That's pretty painful. Bad start for Toronto Tokyo here. Not enjoying his time. Difficult to aid really for Mira, especially when Solo's like your courier and stealing your bounty runes. He's a Dawnbreaker, you know.
Radiant's top tower is
that is,
under
oh yeah.
attack.
Oh yeah, look at this hero. He has Ice Armor.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Mira. Too bad he was sleepy. Nice save though.
No one?
How's our Naga Siren doing here?
Here he's invading. I'll be able to get a kill as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Driven Naga. His heroes going to struggle to try and chase down no one in Sweden Strong. They do have a lot of heroes converging on here by the top outpost.
Is this what we're doing here? We got the tracks coming out. Let's go.
From battle. Even the Fury can see about entering. It's always in some trouble. Try and cut through. Can they get the track? There we go. There's the gold. Mira, that's a cliff, my good sir. More track gold. NAVI. They bring 4 heroes, and it pays off in more than enough gold for the lads on Radiant.
That's exactly what NAVI needed, right? This is the speed that we're talking about. This is the outnumbering that you need. That part, you know, you don't really want that to happen. Like, that's all right. It's not I'm trying to get level 6. But getting in there, right? We know how much effort Maposka has already put into stacking up all those camps for them to come in now, contest that. Not great. And now this Doom, he's a liability. Being tracked up, he's gonna die and get that goal. Meanwhile, the fight at the bottom room.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Need this for Toronto Tokyo. Might save him. Doesn't even need it.
Balls.
Good thing he did pop that because there was a observer back there too. So if he tried to get really greedy and save it,
Dire's
that
top
ward probably would
tower
have
is
gotten him
under
killed.
attack.
Are they going to make the wrap
Dire
on no
locked
one?
down their
He's considering
structures.
cutting through. I think there was a ward placement guy, so they did scout out the Tiny's position.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, it's still going to go for this. Toronto Tokyo makes it to the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower
There's no
is
fear. He's playing like there is a Solar Guardian right now.
tower is under attack.
Yatoro. There's a lot of mana on no one, just wasted on an illusion, but meanwhile, you got the Toon trading towers. Top tower should end up going down. Bottom, it's going to take a bit of time on Collapse. He's not working with many creeps here.
Also the fact that he drove Toronto Tokyo all the way back to base. So again, this is the kind of stuff that you need to be doing, like playing this aggressive as NAVI. And that ward, again, very key. Like, the way that you play this game is go off of vision. Be it track vision or just the vision from these wards in behind towers like this. Because they want to play fast and loose.
Tower has fallen.
Heavily jumps a cool ability, isn't it?
You know, fair and balanced, like the game of Dota 2.
It's going to come at a cost at his own life. I'm feeling the importance to rotate in. I'd be able to get a free kill onto Sweden Strong with the tether on cooldown and yield. So Tokyo, he'll take that one. Struggling on the Zeus, so will love any injection of gold he can get.
We'll find the observer ward there as well. So, a little bit of a punch back there. As they also find Yaro, of course, level 7. Not off. You're going to have the song at this point. So, potential. Punch him down. He's going to get out of there. Really mean Yaro quite yet.
out a double kill for the Timber. He's on his own though. Maybe now you could get the kill. Into the chain to the left, or trap him with a sprout. Just make it all work for it, but Lice will get the bounty, 338 gold, plus the track, so the bounty on a relatively rich to start this game off.
Yeah, well, the worrisome there, I don't know how much he would survive into that and tanking, but able to bring down eventually. I'd rather have a Timber flexing their strength and making plays like that than just sitting on lane and farming. As long as he doesn't now just go right back to feeding, you know. I'm okay with a couple dives. Like, you're killing no one. He is the key to success for NAVI's draft right now. So I think that if you're dying as Timber to kill him, that should be fine as long as Yadro is farming.
So no one is kind of struggling in regards to the net worth. Like, it's not going to be a crazy blink timing. I wonder if they're going to consider, like, the IO playing with the Tiny, maybe just to farm for the next couple of minutes, but... Oh, and he wants to find some kills, although again, Collapse, if you run into the Timber, you instantly have to run the opposite direction. You're not killing off this man without 5 heroes. Late can top. Lice is going to go for the dive, and what is going on? Continuing to get the gold, second in net worth. This is position 3.
He needs that eggs. That's a big deal, right? Increase your fast range, get the Janata pumping out, get some big damage helping.
Tower is under attack.
Perhaps even buy some support items for the team, or he'll stack into damage. You kind of have 2 paths you can go for. Sentry in behind the tower spots out Lice's movement here. And looks like they pinged it out. Seems like Sweet and Strong's like, yeah, I had a ward there, I got dewarded, you know, be careful.
All important time. Navi, they need to find this tier 1 to really open up the map. You're mentioning that there's a lineup that's looking to play fast, and a tower is preventing them from doing so. Mirroring Horror, they are on the opposite side of the map. What a beautiful thing about the Naga. It's a song into the DPL.
Yeah, nicely done. The way they played that too, where Yadro is farming the camps, and you just have Mira standing on the ramps, knowing that... Oh, that rhymed. Knowing that they can go for the song and escape.
See what the call's gonna be. Their Spirit, they're gonna smoke themselves. I believe they were just out of vision of the ward. Koshka has the boom to work with, but no one is home up top.
And it's directly next to Yadro. There's no care, just standing next to him. No net still, thankfully for him, but there is a surprise.
I didn't really care as well. One with the Solar Guardian, look at the global potential that Navi are playing with. Gonna try and bring down Collapse. There's really a lot of damage to the Timber at the moment. A chain to the left, even the Furon's gonna connect him. Alright, 5 heroes, that's what it takes. Collapse drops.
Numbers. Just numbers. It's all they need. They can all be there in an instant.
Oh god. No, this is important. Kill into the tower. The Timber, you need this hero to kind of be the person sitting in front of the Zeus to protect this objective.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's kind of cool how they have a surprising amount of mixed damage as well. So, like, if you go to just cover for one thing as the Timber, for example, like, there's decent physical damage from the Bounty, the Dawnbreaker, and the Tiny, alongside the magic damage they also output. So it's surprisingly annoying to itemize versus this team.
On here. Threatening about TPing in is Vitsoon. Now that they see Collapse, it's probably going to be a different story. Chilling out. I mean, Yatoro is finding his farm. You do have the Nature's Prophet on top of the net worth, but the Naga Siren third at the moment. Yasha completed. Will be working on the Manta style next.
There it is, the Blink Tiger. Perhaps a bit later than he'd hoped for on no one, but there nonetheless. And good about further enable power of the track here.
How close to Ags is he? It's got 2 components. A little bit away is Lice. Version of the moment, Navi.
Yeah,
what's the next play you're expecting Navi to pull out of the playbook here?
Farm the eggs on Lice. I mean, they can do it like aggressively if they want to, but I think he's gonna try to smoke to him now if he's getting gone on.
So looks like gonna reach you in. Is the Pushka gonna try and target him with the duel? They might not have an opportunity. It's 0-1. In with the combo. lot of damage from the Tiny revealing the blink and collapse. Well, he's going to be in trouble as well. Cancel for TP because of the threat of the shuriken, and it's a third deck in a roll to collapse this Timbersaw, which was looking like a relatively free game, is starting to get to the stage where Navi are proving they can kill him with the numbers.
It really is. It's that simple. You know, they're taking out the Abacus, they're just sliding little beads across there, adding them up and knocking them down. Now BKB from BT, the way he's playing this game too, right? These TPs, like, he's just a turret. He's nothing but a tower. Now, he's a tower on the hunt for Yadro. Gonna find, hey, my camps are gone. What's going on here? He's already in there. He's a slippery one, that fish.
More fun to play into a Naga. All these illusions, your lanes are just in a horrible position. What's going on? I can't do anything on the map. Mira should be another death here. No one. They have the water the high ground to play with. He gets the double damage in as well for the Tiny, so they should continue to be able to play aggressive. Is this the Ags completed on Lice? I believe it is.
I think it is,
yes.
yeah. Alright. Over the Aether after, you know. This ward that they have up top, by the way, scouting a lot of the career movement for the Naga. They have a general idea where she is based off that, and not able to get there quite in time, so. Made her way out already.
From the post you were mentioning that he had a really good Doom performance yesterday, and you're feeling comfortable with being able to pull it out in another game here, but what are we expecting out of him in regards to his ultimates? Who is that kind of prime target that he needs to be?
I do need to correct myself. Sorry, it was 2 days ago.
2 days.
You know, I thought that the second I said it, so I don't know how good his pubs were yesterday on Doom. But let it be known. But yeah, no, he was fantastic. I mean, the key to that was that he's basically just like catching the most important hero instead of every single fight. That was like, honestly, he just like solo carried the game. So
is under attack.
we'll see if he can do it again.
Well, they're scouting up. Room with the Doom though, but Swedish Strong could just look for the relocate, and
Dire's top tower is under
he's out of
attack.
harm's way. The Doom usage is chilling. It's a big character, and they got the water the higher gonna play with. Solar guarding for some time. Solar's in with a big ultimate, but Druid's gonna fall as well. They get the kill onto the Tiny. Fighting on Team Spirit. Able to take a team fight they've been waiting for. Can they continue on to find more numbers here? Right, switch on the fight, targeting Victoria's down. He's in trouble on the be able to pivot away from the skirmish, but Lice unstoppable until Toronto. Tokyo gets the kill, but in the back line, Toon snipes the life of the Nuggets. The fight continues on though. Collapse looking for the finishing blow onto Sweden Strong, and he will find it, and a D ward for good measure. Oh, Spirit, signs of life here.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage right now on the side of Navi. You can see, even though that fight starts with a Doom into like a TP out, and then of course no one like being pressured instantly, this magic damage stacks up really fast. And you start getting these tracks out, and then you're throwing these shurikens, and then on top of that, you're gonna have the Nature's Prophet ulti benefiting from like, because like the stronger Lice gets, the better his tracks are gonna be, which means like the more heroes are gonna get hit guaranteed by the Wrath of Nature, and so it just like continues to stack. And Division's also really good for no one with the tree grab too. You'll often see people trying to escape and they just get like bopped by a tree flying through. So it all just keeps like multiplying. The stronger and stronger this kind of gonna get.
Everyone's gonna be in with the combo. A lot of damage on the Doom. The post is in trouble, and Collapse now doesn't have a friend to play with. Navi flying 2 pickoffs in the mid lane, but what can they get more out of this?
They could get a Roche. They also have Lies getting a lot of gold from these tracks. The shark. But yeah, it's like the invincibility and everything, but you get the stun. So it's like, on the one hand, you only get the damage reduction when you have it invincible, right? But you can also stun as well.
Alright. For them to be able to convert successful skirmishes into an objective. I'll be able to do just that. No one playing with the Aegis now. Do you feel like it's realistic for Navi to be able to get multiple tier 2 towers off the back of this first Roche?
Yeah, 100%. It all just comes down to the pickoff. Like, it's just the same thing as the rest of their game. It's easy to push towers for this team if heroes are dead. And so they have to contend with the lane push first off because they're versus the Naga Siren. That's always something that's going to be a bit of an issue. But if you can get to the towers and you have that ward in behind, they quickly blow up someone. Like again, like kind of similar to last game. What are the defensive items that save you if this tiny instead of a top of a Dagon jump on top of you? All right.
So, instant smoke as well. We'll see how Team Spirit are able to react to this. Are we looking to get back on the map? Their lanes aren't in the greatest position. Even under their trap.
Oh, might not matter though.
Yeah, hang on a second. No one's playing with the haste. That's a decent way back towards his own territory here. They're going to be into the Solar Guard. Collapse is actually taking a lot of damage. Hang on. Na'Vi again brings down the Timber Sword. The Thunder Gods almost thought it was enough to help the Timber escape, but the haste from no one, perfect use out of the power rune.
Yeah, and then look where they go right after, you know, like directly into the dire triangle. They're like trying to find the Naga Hunter down. Instead, Lice now moving down bottom, has the eyes on Yadro, so he can begin the chase. Now, of course, there is a song and there is a TP. The question is, how do you deal with this?
Or what's the play? No one's in. Let's see if they're good enough burst. He does have to read. It's the BKB. That's the BKB. So what do you do if you're Spirit now? You go into this Aegis advantage. Na'Vi have a gigantic lead. Is it just Naga needs to split the map and you just completely avoid the Aegis?
Alright, now listen. Na'Vi are known for doing a certain thing in this exact situation about 2 hours ago. Alright? So they cannot get ahead of themselves, right? Because they're very similar to their first match of the day when they were well ahead. They had a significant lead and they were controlling the map, but the struggle to go high ground. Now this game is definitely a lot better when it comes to going high ground for sure. But I would also say that there are some similar issues in terms of like controlling the waves. Like this bottom wave, for example, has been battering this tier 2 tower for a Na'Vi. I feel like it's just been a constant. So they still need to play this a little bit patient. Team Spirit definitely have a chance, especially when you see like the stronger illusions and everything from the Naga Siren. And I do think this Bounty Hunter calls off a complete.
Nice reaction from the post. Want to utilize the Doom onto no one. Is in trouble at the moment. Has the first like to play with the Solar Guard. Still on cooldown for 5 seconds. Now be relying on the relocate to get him out, but it's still a cooldown as well. So they can just stand their ground. Collapses into the damage. Should be able to escape easily. The controls are lacking for the moment. There we go. The post jumps, but where's the control? The two should be able to escape to the left side. Meanwhile, the rest of Spirit, they're unable to fall off onto the Maposhka. They turn their attention instead back towards no one, but they're in shambles right now. Spirit just not playing as a combined unit. Now Na'Vi with 5 numbers can sweep towards the backside of the tower. The two teams continue to Toro. Not able to get out of the scrap. Great use of Manta. Look at them go. Who cares about tier 2s? Who cares about tier 3s? Might as well add tier 4s to the tally. Toronto, Tokyo just gets the jump away, but Na'Vi are playing fearless in this game.
Yeah, Team Spirit see an opportunity. They can take down this Aegis, and it feels good. They grab it quick, but unfortunately, no song available to try and get an escape. I think they were happy to take that Aegis and back up, so they feel forced to commit to the fight. But then the relocate out on no one happens, and to me, as Team Spirit, I'm like, oh, we can fight. Like that wasn't even a short relocate. They're actually gone. They didn't quite have the strength. Despite getting the Doom on the V-Tune, they couldn't follow the So he kind of skirts his way out of there. They re-collapse, sort of like the pincer formation coming back in from Na'Vi, and catching a bucket there on Team Spirit.
Now the calls to go back, split up the map. You mentioned bottom lanes continuing to be hammered into the T2 tower, and Toronto, so Yatoya recognizes that's really his role this game. Just play the side lanes. It's a rough game to be playing when you're down 15,000 gold, and especially into a bounty hunter as well. Ice is just going to continue to try and stalk out the Naga.
Yeah, getting close to his BKB, sort of peeking here, really, as the bounty. I'm not even sure what he's going to want after this. Again, you can go defensive, you can go aggressive. You do have a lot of choices on the hero, but a lot of times when you have a lot of choices on items on a hero, it means that like it's not really super broken choices, you know? It's nice to be versatile, but the hero is a bit of a mystery in that regard.
There's a level of versatility where it's nice, and then you kind of want some items that really stand out. So Pushka. Everyone's coming to session 11. Captain the Spirit. Toon's had an exceptional game. World like 9-1 and 11. Satanic almost completed. Ice is being a nuisance as well. Just Navi looking very, very clean.
I mean, he'll get his BKB. He'll probably get his Octarine after that. So I remember the last time that I saw this being used a lot was actually way back when IO had the Tether Agonist. Everyone can remember that being a thing. And I want to say it was some NA roster that involved these. I don't remember if it was still complexity at that point, but they attended some Tether bounty eggs. It was pretty common.
Very interesting.
So, very unique hero. I'm not sure if this game convinces me. This is like a classic, perfect situation with a hero, right? Oh, nice. Neto.
Oh, that's a beautiful man dodge. She doesn't have it defensively now. Trying to play with the soldier, but she can always use the BKB for a quiet, and there we go. BKB at the last second. Yutoro is just going to have to rely on his movement speed for the Sprout again. Two has the leash as well. The 20 talent is Navi. As soon as they see the Nagasara and any hope of being able to bring him down, they make sure they bring the numbers.
Gives him the wave. See you later. Oh, well played from Toronto Tokyo, so, you know, he expects his carry play on that one.
Dire's middle tower.
Look at everyone else just sweeping behind a T2 tower. Another Hasten, no one to play with. This guy's got a goddamn scepter as well.
Dire's bottom tower has
Yeah, until
fallen.
there's a scepter on
Dire's middle
Toronto Tokyo,
tower
I'm
is
not
under
really
attack.
worried.
Middle tower has
What
fallen.
else is coming out that concerns you? Even Collapse is thinking about scepter because they just need some damage.
Video game with real people
Seeds
in
of
the
fortune.
closet.
Are they even gonna have the? I mean, Solo's gone Holy Locket Scepter, an exceptional Dawnbreaker build as a support. I'm a big fan of it. When I first saw it a while ago, Q on Motivate Trust at that time. I was really enjoying this build. I saw a lot of success out of it a year ago. And to be a pretty strong build as a support. Top lane, we do have some action breaking up. Victoria's gonna force some rotations. Instantly, all of Navi show up. Collapses feeling like he can jump into the middle of the fight. The instant toss away. Gonna reposition. No one's gonna try and turn to pump up the damage. Collapse. He's been able to tank through this moment for the control. That's the thing in question as Navi again just reset.
Certainly feels like a game of minimal stuns. Like, oh, hey, Solo, he's gonna walk into Yado. Yado.
Again, trying to play with the man-saw. That's really kind of over. Get any kill you can at this stage. They won't even find Solo. They just sneaks on out. The slippery fish and now the rest of Navi. They've shown up to the party. The song might just be at the right timing. Do they have the TPs? Oh no, Toronto Tokyo doesn't have a TP. Mirror's TP's on cooldown as well. They might be able to have an angle out to the left. Collapse is trying to force the escape avenue, but no one's already in pursuit, recognizing his role to try and chase down Toronto Tokyo. There is no way you can hide, my good sir. As Navi find multiple heroes in that skirmish.
He's just like looking around at his allies like, oh. You guys don't have TPs, huh? Ah, well, sorry about that. Bit unfortunate, but yeah, no, Carry must survive. Go on.
I'm feeling for Spill right now. They must be mental from these lads that they sucked in that previous game for a long time. And now you've got a 21,000 deficit. But again, I mentioned, like, not the late game, sure, but it gets themselves quite consider just beating yourselves against the wall consistently, and it seeming like that's how this game is looking.
Oh, well, Yadro spotted here. Life near.
It's kind of cool, isn't it? They got 4 heroes instantly, and the door is gone.
It's actually it's just so crazy it might work draft. That's exactly what this is.
wasn't a panel saying that they liked Spirit's draft so much that it was going to backfire, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what she said. She was on. So this game was so free that somehow they'll lose. I believe were the exact words. So there you go.
To the BKB, and he's been able to offset that opportunity, that Spirit slither of a window they had. You know, even I was showing up. License like, alright, you guys control that, just steal all your gold.
They're coming. Reborn tower. And of course, no one did take the shard. And so they have a little easier time. It's like punching these towers.
Dyer's top tower has
Back to the dial. Higher time sort of reappearing. That is what the cool. What was that?
What? Oh my gosh, it knows me. Wild. What did I just see?
What was that?
I got no idea, dude. Toro. Just taking over the song. They might still go. I don't think they care about diving past the T2 tower. They got the sweet jumping, they got the water on the high ground. They're ready to the multiple heroes. Not a position Toronto Tokyo wants to be in. And a collapse hail in between his legs. Oh, what? Okay, so it's a Lotus Orb Shuriken toss.
Yeah, and it uses the Timber's cosmetic as it spins back. Yeah, I got nothing. It looks sweet. Oh, because it uses the backspot of the bounty hunter. It uses the backspot of the cosmetic loaded of the bounty hunter, right? To make what the shuriken looks like based on your cosmetics. So it's doing that with the backspot of the Timber? Is that possible?
Yeah, that's a better view than we'd ever be able to come with, probably. What a beautiful game Dota is.
I tell you.
Last attempt, Cizric pop, doing that provides to nothing. And they're just 2 seconds. They're gonna make sure this game doesn't get scored out. Any range up that is required. Zones exposed, and soon to be Navi finishing in that second place. What a game performance. They were going to come back from their previous loss to the outside. It's just celebration. It's there we go. The keys are dropped. Navi. They're going to be finishing off 2 or 3 in second place.
Look at them, all laughing and giggling. Oh, they like that game. They like that quite a bit. Yeah, very impressive. But what I love most of